Hi there. I've had several people request that I show them how I have set up my ZipForms, also known as transaction desk in some MLSs. And so I'm going to do a quick video for you, just giving you an idea of what I've done. And it took me a couple transactions before I learned I could do this. And I don't know if it looks the same for every MLS, but I'm just going to give you an overview of what I've done. So whenever I log into Transaction Desk or ZipForms, whatever you call it, you log in, you have your dashboard, everything that's going on there. You have your individual transactions. So these are transactions I'm working on for buyers and for listings. And then this is where I wish I had set it up from the beginning. So if you're a new agent or just getting your business up and started, I wish I would have done this from day one and someone would have shown it to me, because it makes your life a lot easier when you're going through the process. And that's templates. So within templates, this is what I've set up. For buyer, I kind of have my buyer in two parts, because when you get your buyer, you're doing your buyer agreement. And I like to get all my original paperwork out of the way once we agree to work together. So within my buyer template, I have my buyer tenant rep agreement. And then I have all these other documents. I might not use them for every single buyer, but I just throw them all into this template. And that way, whenever I do set up my buyer, like Emily that I have set up as a buyer, I just apply this template and all these documents import into my buyer, Emily. And then once they import, I can go and delete them, trash them. I don't have to use them all, but they're all there and ready to go if I do want to apply them to my buyer, Emily. So EXP requires the wire fraud warning. And then I already have all this information populated on these templates. So anything that's going to be there every single time, I just have it filled in. And once it's in there and you save it in your template, you don't have to type it next time. Same thing on my buyer agreement. I have all my information already there, ready to go. If you're using a standard amount, most of the time, go ahead and fill that in. And that way you're just filling in the variables, and it makes your life so much easier. And then the EXP requires the disclosure of a residential service company, have that ready to go. The other EXP ABA, affiliated business, so that's in here. And some of these aren't automatically forms that are in ZipForms or Transaction Desk, but I just imported them into my template. You have the ability to go and add a doc, and you can upload it from your computer. So actually these ones that look like PDFs, I downloaded those from SkySlope from the Texas area, and then I imported them into my template. The same thing with my IABS, which I think in other states it's called other things, but this is your information about brokerage services. Got it out of SkySlope, filled it in, uploaded it into my template. So then it's just there, ready to go. And I can then have my buyer sign all of these in the beginning. And some of these are just FYI documents from the state of Texas. They don't require any signature, but they're great documents to give your buyer as you're getting ready to work with them. 7 reasons to work with a realtor, multiple offer guide, which is important right now, vocabulary. I like this one, just gives them some information. And that's it. So that's like my buyer template. And then whenever we actually go do make an offer, I have a second buyer template. So this is just a residential standard property house. Again, I put in there everything that I could possibly need, like the property HOA document, third-party financing, lead paint, the septic tank, all of them in there, because it's easy after, if I'm not going to need these 4 once I apply them to my transaction, then I just delete them. And then I have the same buyer, but if they want to purchase a condo instead of a house, I have that one. I have, if they're doing new construction, a different, those are different contracts. And And there's two different new constructions, ones that are in progress and ones that are complete. And then I have a new listing if I'm listing a property. And again, everything that could possibly be needed, the seller's disclosure, all of that. So it's just all there ready to go. And then I also have the lease here. There's probably additional ones that I could set up, but these are the ones that I just took the time and have done so far. So then when you have a client or a listing, let's say I'm setting up a new one under transactions, then I would click new. Let's just say it's a new listing. I type the address, select the category, and right here, see my templates, I would select new listing. These are all the templates that I've set up right here. And click save. And then you'll see when it applied that template under documents, all the documents that I need for listings are there. They already have all this information populated. It's going to save you like an hour of your time if you get your template set up right, if that makes sense. And then the other thing you want to do is you want to fill in your parties. So I would come in here and fill in Emily test, email emily@test.com. All that's there. And then I'm there always as the listing agent so that when you go to fill these documents out, if you put your parties in there, then let's see if I can give you a good example. I don't think that's a good example. And there's probably still more work I can do on my end. But it should populate their names here. Oh, look, see, it put Emily Test here. See how it pulled in that name into this document. So by using those parties also within each transaction, again, you're going to save yourself time on creating these documents. So hopefully that helps. I think I'll do another one on using the e-sign tool that's built in and is free. I'll do that as a separate video for you guys next. So hopefully that helps. Let me know if you have any questions, and hopefully that'll save you some time. Thanks.